Hello, and welcome to my office. My name is John Rose, and I'm a philosopher, and this is where I come to think. Now, I'm also a teacher, and the entire world is my classroom. And today, I'm gonna just set my camera on my bicycle, and we'll be walking most of the time. My bike is crippled, cable's broken, and the chain is slipping, so I can't go up hills. I've got to walk up every hill now, and I don't mind. And the cable's been broke for a while, and I don't mind because I don't come out here to exercise my legs. I come out here to exercise my mind. I want my blood going up to my brain, not my legs. That's why I like to go slow. That's why philosophers in the 1800s would go for long walks in the woods for 4 or 5 hours to get inspired. This is my office. This is where I come. And of course, you can call me Trim Tab, and that's what I'm out here doing. Trying to find more trim tabs, trying to find people's lives that I can transform. And you guys know that's what kind of knowledge I have. This knowledge will transform your life if you apply it. All you got to do is test an idea as time has come. So you can see what you're missing. And then finally be in a position where you can correct some serious mistakes on a permanent basis. And it's a crowded day. I started out here around, I got to this section around 7:30 a.m. and there's a big crowd out here. I was surprised that no one was around when I turned the camera on, because I had been surrounded by them, which you'll see really soon.
I don't even know what I called that.
So we'll see how well my camera's received today, and whether or not we can find anyone whose lives we can transform. The thing is, you look around, you see people, and you think, boy, if you could just take a solid food vacation, in 30 days you'd be amazed at the transformation. And if you're a little bit older, you might need to go 60 or 90 or more, and the longer the better. Good morning, guys. Because this was the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. Nothing even comes close to the experience I had when I went the distance, and it took me 3 months to eliminate 20 pounds of horrible waste matter in me. I crawled out of a rut I didn't even know I was in. Why do I get excited? I know. I crawled out of a rut. I know. I've coached thousands of people. I know where you're at. And I know there's a better place. To the right here is where the sewage system was at. I did a video a while back, which kind of ties into another video that I'm doing. Good morning. I'm doing a YouTube video if you're wondering why I'm talking. How's your day going? All right? Yeah. Good, good. Howdy. I should turn around and chase that guy down. It's easy to talk to people like that. You know you could help so much. Good morning.
Good, how are you?
Real good, thanks. What's up, puppy? Huh? How old is your little dog there?
11.
11. You just shave him?
Yeah.
My dog used to moan when I would shave her. She was so happy going, oh, thank you.
I know, I heard it's probably not good for labs, but she seems happier.
Well, certain dogs, they use their hair to radiate the heat. And those you might not want to shave.
Yeah.
Mine was a Pomeranian, and they have 2 coats.
Oh, okay.
So that's like having a sweater underneath a windbreaker. And
yeah.
she was miserable in any kind of heat, and she came to life as soon as I shaved her. I'm taping a YouTube video right now in case you're wondering what I'm doing. Are you into health? Are you health conscious?
Yeah.
Obvious question, obviously. I have my whole channel is about being healthy. I don't sell any products. I can't coach anyone right now. I can only coach maybe a handful of people a year. I have a seminar on how to do my specialty. It's 2 hours. Usually my seminars are 4 hours. So I have like 27 related videos to back that up. If you go to my channel, I'll tell you my name in a second, it should pop right up as the first search result. You can see me on the Deborah Duncan show when I had 6 of my students on there doing this. But if you listen to the Dr. Roby interview, that's one of the best places to start, because his interview is so exciting because he's on day 21 of my program. And when you get to around that 3rd week mark, it's just so exciting. My name is John Rose, R-O-S-E, like the flower. And have you been in Houston long?
This time, about 2 years.
Were you from here originally or what?
No, from California.
I see, okay. I always ask that question because if you've been here a while, or if you're a basketball fan, you would know who Rudy Tomjanovich is. He's quite loved here in the city, being the basketball coach and everything. But he came down with bladder cancer in 2003, and I coached him back then. And within 5 months, it was completely gone. It was interesting because within 3 weeks, when we went back to go see the Rockets, they were real apprehensive, thinking that, my God, you got cancer, Rudy, you're going to be looking horrible. But he came in, they're going, wow, Rudy, you're glowing. You lost 20 pounds. You look great. What are you doing? So they told him my name. They said, so I went out there and worked with them. And of course, what I learned, they don't teach the guys in school. That's why it's so valuable. Anyway, appreciate you letting me share this message. I'm very passionate, which you'll see, about making a difference on this planet.
Yeah.
And I know it's an individual, everyone's got to do it.
Yeah.
We all play a role to be the best that we can be. When people do my program, diabetes goes away almost immediately, so if it's type 2.
What's your program?
Well, it's I call it a solid food vacation on juices.
Okay.
Not water. That's another solid food vacation. So it's not a water fast, it's a juice fast, but I always put a positive spin on it. I call it a juice feast. Because when you do it the right way, like I learned how to do it, and I've done this over 1,200 days personally, and I documented every bit of it. And when you do that, you won't lose any lean body mass, your energy level skyrockets. Within a week, the light bulb goes off because things are still coming out of you, nothing's going in. When I did my very first one, I was in really great shape, only had 5.8% body fat. And then, within the first week of this juice fast, I lost 5 pounds in the first week. And I only had 9 pounds of fat on me, 5.8% body fat. So it got my attention. And I realized what was happening because how can I still have things come out this late in the game? So I actually started documenting it as a scientist because I was writing a book on weight loss at the time. And I was spending 2 to 4 hours a day, 3-4 hours a day documenting all the calories I ate compared to the 7-8 hours of exercise I was doing. I was a competitive athlete. And I changed my diet, and I knew it made a difference, so I wanted to know more. So that's how I got into it. I started writing a book on weight loss 30 years ago. And then 2 years into my research, I found this other library of knowledge that talked about juice fasting and eating a raw, vegan, plant-based diet. So that's what I teach now. I've been a raw vegan for 28 years now. It's something most people don't even want to entertain. I usually don't even throw that out in the beginning because it scares people. And that's why I tell them, most people aren't in a position, if they've never done this, to really understand what they need to do. But if you take that solid food vacation and drink nothing but juices, and you see stuff keep coming out of you, within the first 2 years of doing this, I finally said, John, why are you stopping on day 30 and you're having things come out of you? Look like the rubber off the tire of your car. So let's go the distance. 7 times. I said, okay, I'll do that. I don't care how long it takes. It took me 3 months, 90 days. I weighed everything coming out of me. It weighed 45 pounds coming out because I had to rehydrate it. And I lost 20 pounds on the scale. 41-inch chest, 31-inch waist going into it. 3 months later, lose 20 pounds on the scale. My waist shrunk to 28 inches. And then my abs became symmetrical. So I had a 20-pound cesspool in me. And that was when I was 40, back in 1994. I just turned 64. And I've learned that most people, if you're not eating food that goes in and out of you in one day, if you've been around for a while, that tends to accumulate, unless you maybe only eat 1 meal a day. Every time I see someone slender, I always ask them, what's your secret? And many times they say, I only eat once a day, eat whatever I want. But the solid food vacation is powerful. I've coached thousands of people. Watch the Deborah Duncan show, and one woman went 60 days and lost the varicose veins on her legs. Another woman went 90 days, lost a bunion on her foot. Now these are minor and cosmetic, but it just goes to show you that when your bathrooms aren't clean, they back up.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is, because we actually have 2 bathrooms. One is we eat and we have to eliminate, so we have the colon and the intestines. But then every other cell has to eliminate. And that's where most of our disease comes from. This is what doctors don't know. Your body's nothing but a bunch of cells and then 2 fluids. One's the kitchen, it feeds it, that's the blood. The other is the bathroom, it cleans it, that's the lymph system. Doctors study the cells in the blood, but they don't study the lymph system. When the lymph system backs up, it goes back where it came from, that's disease. I've coached thousands of people. Arthritis goes away. Cancer goes away. When you clean those 2 bathrooms, you basically become disease-proof. I haven't had a cold or a flu in over 30 years. I haven't had a down day in over 30 years since I started this. But I got into it before, I got real into fitness before I got into nutrition, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't sick back then either. But this is so life-transforming. If you never tried eating a plant-based diet and have it not cooked, altered, eating the way we ate it for 99% of our existence. And we didn't discover fire for a long time, and that's how we're designed. Is this too overwhelming for you?
No, I'm a physician, so it's interesting.
Oh, you're a physician? Oh my gosh. Do you mind if I keep talking with you, please?
I actually am gonna go this way.
You're okay, go, man. I was really wanting. God darn it. What do you think about what I just said? You guys don't study the lymph system, do you?
No, we do. I'm actually a culinary medicine physician. So
You're what? What kind of?
Culinary medicine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I worked with gastroenterologists before,
Yeah.
and
Interesting.
I remember he was on day 19. I asked him, you know, well, you have any bowel movements you have yesterday? He goes, I had the biggest bowel movement of my life yesterday. Where's this stuff coming from? I said, you tell me, you're the expert. You realize that your education is controlled by very sick people, that you guys are missing the biggest piece of the puzzle? You know, you should, if you care about people, if you really care about people, don't you think you should know more about what I'm saying?
Well,
Pardon me?
There's a whole movement to functional medicine now. You should look into that.
If they're not talking about, I know all about that. I studied everything. That's all I've been doing for 28 years. I have over 6,000 files. I know more about what you guys do than you guys do, because I've been looking at it from outside the box. You've been put in a box. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for you guys to think outside the box. Functional medicine is not even coming close to what I'm talking about.
You know what functional medicine is?
I do. I have a file on it. I have a file on every traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. I study everything. Acupuncture. I study everything.
Okay.
That's all I've been doing for 28 years. I've been in school for 28 years. I've been studying this.
I'm going to stop the conversation now because you're starting to scare me a little bit because you're becoming very aggressive. So I'm going to walk.
Well, I'm just passionate and excited. But don't be afraid.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, please, if you really care about people,
I do care about people.
look into what I'm saying. If you've never done a solid food vacation, you have no idea what it can do for you. Well, doctors are afraid to have a conversation with me. It boggles my mind. When you tell something that powerful to someone and they don't want to look into it and they still think they have the answer, they can't get outside the box. I'm threatening to you because I'm pointing out that you're inside a box. You're scaring me now. Yeah, I am talking a little stronger because I'm passionate. When you got the facts, you lay them out, you be aggressive, you be dominant about it!